It's time for another video quiz from Access Learning Zone. Today's quiz is for the developer level users. I'm going to give you 5 questions coming at you real fast. You're going to get 3 seconds to answer each one. Feel free to hit that pause button if you need more time. Keep track of your score. We'll see how you did at the end. Are you ready? Here we go. Question 1. What does Exit Sub do when VBA executes it inside a button's event procedure? A. Saves the current record and closes the form. B. Ends the current procedure immediately. C. Deletes the selected control. Or D. Sends the code on a vacation. That's B. Ends the current procedure immediately, although a vacation does sound nice. Question 2. In a multi-line VBA if block with no else section, what happens when the condition is false? A. The entire procedure automatically ends. B. The statements inside the if block run once anyways. C. The if block is skipped and code continues after end if. Or D. Access converts the form into a report. That's going to be C. The if block is skipped and code continues after the end if. Question 3. What's the purpose of an else section in a VBA if statement? A. It runs as an alternate set of statements when the if condition is false. B. It repeats the if test until it becomes true. C. It exits every open form in the database. Or D. It changes a null value to a 0 automatically. That's going to be A. It runs an alternate set of statements when the if condition is false. Question 4. Which VBA statement moves the current form to a blank record? Is it DoCmd.GoToRecord, DoCmd open form acNewRecord, set value new record, true, or DoCmd.GoToRecord, acNewRec? That one's going to be DoCmd.GoToRecord, acNewRec, and there's no chameleons involved. And finally, question 5. Why is it often better to copy a selected product's current price into an order detail record instead of always displaying the live price from the product table? A. It keeps every order synchronized with future catalog price changes. B. It preserves the price that applied when the order was created. C. It forces the combo box to display only one column. Or D. It asks Access to consult a crystal ball. The answer is B. It preserves the price that applied when the order was created. And if someone develops that crystal ball plugin, send it my way, please. All right, how'd you do? Did you get all 5? Did you get the deluxe edition with the holographic sticker that actually stuck to the box? Or did you click every toolbar icon for research purposes? Well, if you missed any, this is all covered in my Access Developer Level 1 class, Lesson 5. Thanks for playing. Be sure to post your score in the comments down below. And until next time, live long and prosper.